a welcome reprieve. Kenyan shilling gains against the dollar. The Kenyan shilling has seen a positive turn in recent days. After experiencing a 2-week decline, the currency has rallied against the US dollar. This news comes as a welcome relief for many Kenyans who have been feeling the pinch of the weakening shilling. The recent depreciation has made imported goods more expensive, putting pressure on businesses and consumers alike. The recent upswing in the shilling's value offers a high glimmer of hope for the East African economy. The recent gain, while modest, is significant. It signals a potential shift in market sentiment and suggests that the factors that have been weighing down the shilling may be starting to ease. The question now is whether this upward trend can be sustained. Drivers of the surge: exports and reduced demand. The recent surge in the Kenyan shilling can be attributed to a combination of factors, both domestic and international. On the domestic front, increased dollar inflows from agricultural exports have played a key role. Kenya is a major exporter of tea, coffee, and horticulture products, all of which have seen strong demand in global markets. The surge in exports has brought a much-needed influx of foreign currency into the Kenyan economy, boosting the shilling's value. At the same time, demand for dollars from importers has decreased, further supporting the shilling's rise. This decline in demand is partly due to the recent depreciation of the shilling, which has made imported goods more expensive and dampened demand. Additionally, the Kenyan government has taken steps to curb imports and promote local production, which has also contributed to the reduced demand for dollars. These measures, combined with the increase in export earnings, have created a more favorable environment for the shilling. Challenges to sustained growth: global uncertainty and domestic inflation. While the recent gain in the Kenyan shilling is encouraging, several challenges could hinder sustained growth. Global economic uncertainty remains a major concern. The ongoing war in Ukraine, rising inflation in many parts of the world, and the lingering effects of the COVID-19 pandemic have all contributed to a volatile global economic outlook. This uncertainty makes it difficult for businesses to plan and invest, which could dampen demand for Kenyan exports in the coming months. Domestically, rising inflation continues to pose a significant challenge. The cost of food, fuel, and other essential goods has been rising steadily, eroding the purchasing power of Kenyan consumers. This is putting pressure on the Central Bank of Kenya to raise interest rates to curb inflation, but doing so could also slow economic growth. High inflation also makes Kenyan exports less competitive in global markets, potentially impacting export earnings. Another factor to consider is the potential for political instability in the lead-up to the next general election. Kenya has a history of political tensions around election time, and any unrest could deter foreign investment and negatively impact the shilling's value. The recent performance of the Kenyan shilling is a reminder of the complex and interconnected nature of the global economy. While the recent gain is a positive development, it's important to remain cautious and avoid making any hasty predictions about the future. Economic analysts are cautiously optimistic, pointing to a confluence of factors that could support the shilling's recovery in the near term. However, it's important to remember that currency markets are notoriously volatile, and the shilling's fortunes could easily reverse.